Today's story is about the murder of Althea Henry in Antigua and Barbuda. In 2016, Althea met and got into a relationship with a man recently migrated from Jamaica to Antigua called Limesome Boyd. Now, Limesome, also known as Tony, and Althea's relationship was a very tumultuous relationship. They often argued about Althea mainly being transported by her neighbors and friends to run errands, and this is something that Limesome really was not in favor of. Now, these arguments would go on for days at a time in regards to Althea having her friends or neighbors transport her to the supermarket or to town or any little errands that she needs to do. Her friends would transport her, and Limesome had a really big problem with this. In 2017, Limesome was also jailed for a little bit over a year for the incidents between him and Althea. However, he was never convicted for this incident, and he was released and went back to live with Althea at her Cashew Hill home. June 19, 2021, one of Althea's sons returned home to find the door locked. He found another entrance to the home where he found Limesome in the kitchen wiping down the counters and the cupboards in the kitchen. Now, his bedroom door, the son's bedroom door, was also locked, and he questioned Limesome as to why his bedroom door was locked, and Limesome explained to him that his other brother was in the room with a female, so he is not to go and disturb him. When the son also inquired about the whereabouts of his mother, Limesome told him that his mother went up by her mother. So when the son also inquired about why the door was locked, the entrance, why it was locked, Limesome told him he could not find the key. So Limesome then decides he's going to look for the key. While he's looking for the key, he takes up a cutlass, a machete, and swings it at the son, chopping him in his head, where the son then ran outside. While running from the house, there was a woman who was passing in the street and saw the son holding his head with blood all over him and decided to take him to the hospital. After getting to the hospital, efforts were made to contact his mother to let her know what had happened to her son, and nobody could get her on the phone. The police then went to the residence where the door that Mr. Boyd said was locked. The police kicked in the door, and there is where they found his mother, Althea Henry, on the ground in a pool of blood with a knife next to her body. At this time, Limesome had already ran from the scene, so nobody knew where he was. The next day, Limesome turned up to the police station and let the police know that he was the one who had murdered Althea in her home, and that is how the police were able to detain him. Now, from Limesome's statement, he stated what had caused this incident is that his mother died, and he had given Althea $3,000 to send to Jamaica to help with the funeral arrangements for his mother. Limesome stated days had passed, and he had found out from his family in Jamaica that the monies had not been received as yet. He said he kept asking Althea about when she's sending the money, and she kept telling him that she's going to do it, yet it had not been done. He further goes on to say that morning, June 19th, 2021, he questioned her again about the money to be sent to Jamaica for his mother's funeral, and Althea said, as he stated, that your mother is already dead. She does not need the money. And at that point, he said he snapped and he just took up a knife and stabbed her. Now, in regards to the son, Limesome explained that after the son asked him why the door was locked, he explained to the son that he had accidentally locked the door. He also states that the son really does not like him. The son is very disrespectful to him, and at that moment, the son had started to curse him and actually swung at him with his hand, and that is when he grabbed the machete and chopped him. So, after all of this, the case went to trial, and Limesome was given 15 years and some months in jail for the murder of Althea.